the NFL playoffs.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year caller. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Looking to throw. Bernard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On second down, Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Off-play action. Bernard rolling to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Bernard. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Operating from the gun. Bernard. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bernard. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll push forward to the 37. Gain of 2. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bernard. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The slant connects with Davante Adams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, Bernard. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw it. Throwing to start the drive. Bernard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, Bernard. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's throwing. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime. A look around. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Bernard. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off-play action. Bernard. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Bernard. Back Back to Renfro again, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. Colts 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bernard. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those. Yeah,
I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, he shifts past him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go up the middle with White. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Rolling to his left. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Here's White. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here this quarter. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Bernard. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Bernard able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bernard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Bernard. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
There's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards Based on the carry, I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bernard. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cole. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bernard. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cole. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. After 7-0. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Bernard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Got an open man. Keelan Cole. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. An 11-yard touchdown. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown. Throwing to start the drive. Bernard eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, this is the 2nd of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars doing battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Off play action. Bernard steps away. He finds his man Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. One quarter remains for the right to advance. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The Raiders on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Bernard. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Second down, Jacobs once more. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Running it with Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Oh, nice move. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Bernard. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. First carry for Josh Jacobs. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake. Bernard. And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Nothing after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Back to throw. Bernard. The throw taken in by Cole. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Looking to throw. Bernard. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bernard. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Looking to throw. Bernard. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Bernard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. A nice little juke. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. On 1st down, Bernard. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. To throw on 2nd down, Bernard. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Nifty move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown.
The Raiders now set to get the football back.
Throwing to start the drive. Bernard got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bernard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They run it with Jacobs. And some room to maneuver.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Bernard. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position.
The Raiders heading out to take over.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
Here's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, Bernard. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. It's a big play there for Vegas. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bernard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And the Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night.
Everything's bigger. Everything's brighter. Everything's louder. These players know that this is going to be one of the biggest days of their lives. It's all the big games you've ever played rolled into one.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it will be the NFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, how about this Raiders squad? They had the long drought without playoff wins. You had to go back to the AFC Championship season of 2002, but they got it done under head coach Josh McDaniels.
And, Brandon, you know how much I love the history of the NFL. How about this? The Raiders and the Colts, the only teams that currently win a Super Bowl in two different cities. Now the Raiders with a chance to win in their third city.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their fifth win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for second.
So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Bernard. And he can't find Rashawn Gary charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it?
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be taken down at about the line. To throw here on 1st down. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. Throwing to start the drive. Bernard. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Throwing on 1st down. Bernard. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over. Off the play fake. Bernard. Open man, that's Renfro. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Off play action. Bernard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bernard. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Caught out right by Renfro.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake. Bernard on the move to his left. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Bernard. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Looking to throw. Bernard. The open man here, Renfro. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A little juke, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Back to throw. Bernard, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs, and this won't do it. He needed 6, he only got halfway there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Bernard. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw. Bernard. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Bernard. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions.
So out come the Raiders. And that's complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Down to about the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Off play action. Bernard. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Reboot.